Hey guys, it is a beautiful day here in northern Kentucky. I'm inside though because it's not humid like it was the past couple of days, but I'm inside because our landscapers are out there. They're putting manure around the flower gardens and stuff. And there's like 3 people out there sitting out there. And I'm like, how can you guys sit out there and just smell this stuff? Because I like to take Duke out, but I told him he's going to have to wait. Gets in your nostrils, I can still smell it, and they're like, "Oh well, you're you're a farm girl. You should be used to this." I said, "Yeah, but that doesn't mean I like it. I mean, what do you think? Everybody on farms in rural areas sit out there and just smell the smell of manure. I love it. No, that's just one of the downfalls to farm life. But yeah, I'm used to it, but I don't like it." But anyway, I wanted to clarify. Yesterday, I was talking about, the Pearl of Great Price and Doctrine and Covenants. And I want to read the last part of the Doctrine and Covenants, the Declaration 1 that I missed yesterday, because I want to verify why the Mormon Church ended the practice of polygamy in October of 1890. It was not because they had a revelation that it was wrong. They just basically bent to the government. Okay, and I'm going to kind of clarify this here this is their stand on polygamy. Okay, excerpts from 3 addresses by President Wilford Woodruff regarding the manifesto. The Lord will never permit me or any other who stands as president of the church to lead you astray. It is not in the program. It is not in the mind of God. If I were to attempt that, the Lord would remove me out of my place. And so he will, if any other man attempts to lead the children of men astray from the oracles of God and from their duty. Okay, I have had some revelation of late and very important ones to me, and I will tell you what the Lord has said to me. Let me bring your minds to what is termed the manifesto. The Lord has told me to ask the Latter-day Saints a question, and he told me that if they would listen to what I said to them and answer the question put to them by the Spirit and power of God, they would all answer alike, and they would all believe alike with regard to this matter. The question is, which is the wisest course for the Latter-day Saints to pursue? To continue to attempt the practice of plural marriage with the laws of the nation against it, and in opposition of 60 million people, and at the cost of the confiscation and loss of all the temples, and the stopping of all the ordinances therein, both for the living and the dead, and the imprisonment of the first presidency and the 12, and the heads of families in the church, and the confiscation of personal property of the people, all of which themselves would stop the practice, or after doing and suffering what we have through our adherences to this principle, to cease the practice and submit to the law. And I got this underlined. And through doing so, leave the prophets, apostles, and fathers at home so that they can instruct the people and attend to the duties of the church, basically not be imprisoned. And also leave the temple in the hands of the saints so that they can attend to the ordinances of the gospel, both for the living and the dead. So basically, the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints still kind of, because I guess they still think it's okay. But they didn't, they were getting their property confiscated and getting run out of town, and all sorts of stuff was going on. But one time, a long time ago, when I went to church with Christine, I asked a man and a woman, an older couple, I said, well, how could Joseph Smith be a prophet if he was going against God? Well, no, he was taking care of widows. Okay, first of all, most widows are not 13, 14-year-old little girls. Okay, so he's just using that as an excuse to be an adulterous pervert. That's what I think. And I pretty much, I was nice about it, but I pretty much told them that. I said, the Bible does say, like in James 1:27, it said, pure and undefiled religion is this, to look after the widows and the orphans in their affliction, and to present oneself unspotted from the world. Hi, baby. Okay, I get that. But, well, what they said, don't you think that God approved of him taking care of all of these widows and taking care of their needs because they didn't have anybody to take care of them? No, the Jewish, back in the first century, the apostles had a way of taking care of the widows and the orphans. That was ordained by God, and it was instructed by God, according to the Bible. The problem I have with the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, they think that the Book of Mormon, Doctrine and Covenants, and Pearl of Great Price trumps the Bible. It does not. Nothing trumps the Bible. If it is not in God's Word, in the Bible, it's wrong. And it says that, I think it's in Ephesians, it talks about the leaders of the church should be the husband of one wife. One. You know, these guys are just using an excuse because they want to be perverts and sleep with little 14-year-old girls. It's nasty. It's gross. Joseph Smith was a pervert. You know? Now, I mean, if your wife is stupid enough to put up with it, you want to move somebody else to shack up with you and, you know, have threesomes and stuff, that's your prerogative. That really is. But don't sit there and say that God told you to do it, that God told you to ignore what's in his word. And then, yeah. So that's all I'm going to say about this subject right now. I'm going to get in later. I'm going to make a video about, in 1978, how they decided to start letting black people have privileges and roles of leadership in the church. We'll discuss that later. Talk to y'all soon. Love y'all. God bless. Bye-bye.